Cocktails by Marie Wheat. Why cocktails? Because they are delicious. They are enjoyable to make and even more so to drink. I have here for you a presentation of some of the cocktails that I enjoy. Here we have the tools of the trade: a shaker, a strainer, a jiggler, a muddler, a long stir spoon, a juicer, and a fine sieve to remove pulp. As all good cocktails deserve fresh citrus. Here we have the classic Manhattan, which is rye, sweet vermouth, and bitters. All ingredients are placed in an iced cocktail shaker and then stirred. It is then strained into a chilled cocktail glass and served, usually garnished with a maraschino cherry. Here we have the classic gin martini. Again, the ingredients are poured into an iced cocktail shaker, where they then stirred and then strained into a chilled cocktail glass. Lemon twist for garnish. Here we have the mojito, which is rum, mint, lime, and simple syrup. Some mint and lime and simple syrup are muddled in the bottom of the glass. The rum is then added, and then the soda. Stir and garnish with extra mint. Here we have the classic, the Sazerac. It's made in 2 glasses. In 1 glass, you mix the Peychaud's bitters, the bourbon, and the sugar. In the second glass, you rinse it with absinthe. The bourbon and Peychaud's mixture is then poured into the glass and garnished with lemon peel. Here we have a sidecar, which is brandy, Cointreau, and fresh lime juice. The ingredients are placed into an iced cocktail shaker, shaken, and then strained into a chilled cocktail glass, garnished with lemon. Here we have the classic Long Island iced tea. It contains equal parts of rum, gin, vodka, tequila, and triple sec. They are mixed in iced cocktail shaker, shaken, and then poured into a Collins glass, topped off with Coke, and garnished with a lemon peel. Here we have a gimlet. Gimlet's usually gin, but this one's vodka, so it's a vodka gimlet. So it's vodka, lime juice, simple syrup, mixed in a cocktail shaker, strained into a chilled cocktail glass, and garnished with a lime wheel. Building upon the gimlet, we now have a Tom Collins. So Collins is a drink with lemon, simple syrup, spirit, and soda. The ingredients are mixed in a cocktail shaker and then strained into a Collins glass, served with a lime wheel. So gin is a Tom Collins. Here we have the whiskey sour. So it's whiskey, simple syrup, lemon juice. The ingredients are placed in a cocktail shaker, shaken, strained into an iced old-fashioned glass, and garnished with lemon twist. Here we have the Infinity cocktail. It's made up of scotch, dry vermouth, sweet vermouth, and if you notice, it's orange bitters. All the ingredients are placed in an iced cocktail shaker, stirred, and strained into a chilled cocktail glass. Here we have the Harvey Wallbanger, fresh squeezed orange juice and vodka with a float of Galliano. So the vodka and orange juice are shaken in a cocktail shaker, strained into a Collins glass. A float of Galliano is added with an orange wheel for garnish. Here we have the Old Fashioned, which is bourbon, bitters, sugar cube, and orange twist. The bitters and the sugar cube are muddled up in a cocktail shaker. The bourbon is then added, ice is added, stirred, and then strained into an iced old-fashioned glass. Here we have the John Collins. John Collins is the same as a Tom Collins, except the gin is switched out for bourbon. It's still simple syrup, lime juice, and bourbon, shaken in a cocktail shaker, then strained into a Collins glass and topped off with soda, garnished with a lime twist. Here we have the Cosmopolitan, which is apparently made famous by a TV show that I never watched, but it's vodka, Cointreau, lime, and cranberry juice. The ingredients are mixed in a cocktail shaker, shaken, strained into a chilled cocktail glass, garnished with a lime wedge. Here we have Cuba Libre, which is just basically a rum and coke, but when you add lime to it, it becomes Cuba Libre. So it's lime juice at the bottom, the rum and the coke are then added and stirred with lime wedge for garnish. This is known as a built drink, as it is built in the glass. Here we have the classic vodka martini, which is vodka, dry vermouth, added to a cocktail shaker with ice, stirred, strained into a chilled cocktail glass, and garnished with olives. There are many variations of the martini, but I prefer this one. Here we have another drink in the Collins family, and this one happens to be the Sandy Collins. The gin has been switched out with scotch. If you switch out the gin for rum, you have a Pedro Collins, and if you switch out the gin for vodka, self-explanatory, vodka Collins. All equally delicious. Here we have the Metropolitan, which is similar to the Manhattan, but instead of the rye, it's brandy. So it's brandy, sweet vermouth, dash of bitters, simple syrup, all added to an iced cocktail shaker, stirred, and then strained into a chilled cocktail glass. Here we have the Canadian classic, the Caesar, Clamato juice, Worcestershire Tabasco, celery salt rim, garnished with celery and lime wedge. If you notice, there's no vodka, which is usually the spirit of choice, so I guess that would make this a mocktail. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope I've inspired some of you to start dabbling in cocktails. Stay tuned, because in the future on my channel I will be posting videos of the cocktails being made.